welcome back to another K Coasters video. Today I'm going to be going over my merch. I've made a merch video before, but a lot has changed since then, and lockdown happened and we had went on a kind of spending spree, and yeah, so here we are making another video. I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a like and comment down below your favourite merch pieces, any that you have or want to get, and your favourite park. I'm going to start off showing you my pins, and then my resins, then my bears, and then any other stuff that I have, basically. So to start off with, we have my pins on a little pin boardish thing. It's like a cushion for pins. So we've got them in park order. So here we have the Big Dipper, Grand National, Big One, Revolution, Valhalla, Avalanche, the Flyers, Infusion, Icon, Wallace and Gromit. Now they're all from Blackpool and they are roughly £3.95, £4.95 I think. Could be different from that, but I'm pretty sure that's roughly how much they are. Here we have the Runaway Mine Train, Blade, Nemesis, Oblivion, Oblivion's 20th anniversary limited edition pin. That was a very difficult thing to say for me. Galactica, Rita, 13, Smiler, Wicker Man, Jewel, Scarefist 2018, Fireworks 2018 limited edition large Alton Towers badge, Oktoberfest 2020 badge, and yeah, that's all the Alton Towers ones. They're roughly £4.95 I think per badge, unless you do their special deal that they have sometimes on, which is like 5 badges for a tenner, but they don't always do that. And then here we have my Themepark badges. So this is Stealth, Colossus and Swarm, and they're roughly the same as Alton Towers. I think it's like £4.95 a badge again. And last but not least we have Drayton Manor, Themepark, just the logo for that one. Okay, so out of all of them, my favourite pin badge was probably the large limited edition Alton Towers pin badge, just because it's big and sparkly pretty much. So now we're going to go into my resins, and we'll start off with my Themepark resins, then Blackpool, then Alton Towers, because Alton Towers collection is generally the largest. So to start off with, we have Colossus. I just love this resin. I like the detail of the grass and the like moss. I'm not sure if it's moss, but it kind of looks like moss, so we're going to go with that. And it just looks like Colossus, and that's what I love about it. It's just so like Colossus. Next up we have Tidal Wave. This is a 2012, let me double check, 2014, apologies, 2014 resin. If I know the dates that they came out, I will let you know, just in case you are wanting to purchase one yourselves. But yeah, this is a 2014. Then we have Saw the Ride resin, which is just an amazing resin. I love the detail that they've got with the blood on the blades, and it's just very lifelike. Vertical hill and then the beyond 90-degree drop, and it's even just got the saw. It's not a saw, the blades at the bottom. So I really like that resin. And same with this one, the Swarm resin, and it's just unbelievably, I just love this one. It's just very like the Swarm. It's got the first drop obviously, then you go under the airplane wing, so it's an amazing head chopper moment, and it just looks like the Swarm. Again, I love the detail that goes into some of these resins. I just think it's amazing. So that's all my Themepark ones. Out of my Themepark ones, my favourite is, it's very difficult, but it's either Stealth or Saw Probably Swarm just because I like that more as a ride. I know that's not supposed to come into it, but hey ho, my video, my rules. So now we're going to move on to the Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resins. Okay, so with the Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resins, they're not as expensive as Alton Towers. Alton Towers can usually range for like £8 to £9 for resins, same as Themepark. However, Blackpool's is about half the price. I think it's £4.95 on their website for these resins. So, as you can expect, it probably not be as good a quality as the Alton Towers stroke Themepark resins. However, without further ado, we have Revolution. Now this is probably my least favourite out of them all because it's got the least amount of detail. But it's still very like Revolution. I mean, it's got the loop and it's got the supports that support the loop. And on the back I had a little fact. So this is the first 360-degree roller coaster in Europe, and that's what Revolution was. That's what made it special. Yeah. Next up we have Big One resin. Now the issues I have with the Blackpool resins are that a lot of the labels are stickers rather than like, I don't know, ironed on or like actually part of the resin. So that's a slight issue I have with it, but other than that it's okay. Here we have the Blackpool resin. It is a lovely resin, I'm not going to lie. The only thing I'm quite disappointed in is the train itself, because it's just 3 blocks, but the actual track and the supports is very like the big one. I do still like the fact that they have information on both sides. So on this side it says speeds up to 87 miles per hour and the height is 235 feet. So like with that, I love the fact that it has little facts on it, and I think Alton Towers should do that for their secret weapons. And last but not least, for the Blackpool resins, I have Icon. This is probably my favourite out of, actually, probably the big one's my favourite out of the Blackpool resins. So this is Icon. This is my favourite ride though at Blackpool. And it's just like the gates are very, very like how the gates are at Icon. And on the back again we have another fact: UK's first double launch roller coaster, which is again true. And yeah, it's got the wee bit above the entrance where you would see the helix. Suppose you could call it, it's like a double helix, as you can see here. This was 2020, and same with the other Blackpool resins because they were brand new this year. No, last year. Okay, so now we have my Alton Towers resins. Now, I have quite a lot of Alton Towers resins, and I'm just going to go through them in ride order. And yeah. Okay, so first up we have Nemesis. This is a 2019 resin. I'm very like Nemesis. Loves the logo. I just love everything about this, and I like the glossy finish that this resin has. It feels nice to hold. After that, we have Oblivion, obviously. This again is a lovely resin. I like the orange that it brings out, and it was a 2018 resin. So I'm just letting you guys know the years that they came out in case you are wanting to buy one yourselves, because obviously they have different resins for different years. So depending on what one you want to buy, obviously these are the ones that I have. After that we have Hex. Now this is a lovely, lovely resin for Hex. Looks exactly like Hex in every way, shape and form. It's not my favourite resin only because there's another resin that I was very looking forward to and it came out and it just looked exactly as how I wanted it. However, this one is a very, very close second. And then we have Air. Now this is a 2011 resin, so you can see how far they've came. when it comes to resins. This was probably my most expensive resin just because I bought it second hand. But it's the Air logo, and yeah, it's really good. And after that we have Rita. Now this is my favourite ever Rita resin. Don't have any other ones, but this is my favourite ever one out of the ones I've seen, and that's why I've never bought another one. I just love the look of this one. This is a 2014, I believe. Yeah, 2014 resin. And I just love the effect that it is. I really do not like the red Rita one that's been out for the past few years, maybe 2019 onwards I would think. Yeah, really do not like that. Okay, and then obviously after Rita we have the next secret weapon, which is 13. Unfortunately the hands, as you can see on this 13, are broken because when we received it they were already broken and we didn't know it originally came with hands until we had already got home. But I think we did get it cheaper due to the hands being broken, because it was the very last one left in the shop, because otherwise it was the newer 13 resins. I'm not sure the year of this one, however I just love the look of this one, how it's the cloak. There's a name for this person, can't think at the top of my head though, but I just love the train and I just love the whole design of that one. After that we have the Smiler. 2013 Smiler came out, but this is a 2018 resin, so 5-year resin, and I just love this. It's so 3D looking, and just the yellow, again same as the Oblivion one, it just brings out like the colour. It's very eye-popping, oh my god. Eye-catching is the word I was looking for. Then we would have my favourite resin, I think, in all of my resins, the Galactica resin. I was waiting ages to get this one. I had the Air and had every other ride and they hadn't came out with this yet. This is a 2020 resin, so very new, and it's just amazing. I just love it, and I think it looks so like Galactica, and it's just amazing in every way. That's the least I can say on that. And then last but not least we have a 2018 Wickerman resin. So this is the Ram side, this is Big Bob, I suppose it's Big Bob as a whole, but it's even got the holes throughout the structure where the like braid goes through, and I love this one because it just reminds me of Big Bob. If you don't know who Big Bob is Big Bob. Obviously this is maybe his little brother because he's a bit small. It's more like Small Bob, but anyway, we'll get out of that conversation just now. Okay, so next up we have my teddies, teddy bears, all of them. So I have quite a lot of teddies as well, as you will have seen from the starting picture. Here we have Nemesis. This is the Nemesis 25 edition. I just love the facial expression in this one, it's very cute. And then next we have Oblivion. This is a tiger print Oblivion. I got this second hand, I wasn't there to get this, but this is just amazing. Again, also all of these bears are pretty much in right order. So we have Air. This is my most recent purchase, and I love the goggles. They can be moved if you really want to. And then we have Rita. Rita's just, I think this is amazing. This is trying to find it. 2015, so 10 years of Rita when this came out, and I just think this is just like how I would imagine a Rita bear to look. It's so cool. Okay, so now we have 13. Again, I love the facial expressions in these bears. 13 on the foot, and it's the green bear, same colour as 13. And then we have Smiler, yellow bear, smiling obviously, and Smiler logo on the foot. I keep the tags on them if I can, just because it lets me know the year that it came out. So this is a 2019 one, and I think the 13 one is also 2019. Yes, it is. So these are both 2019. Okay, now we have Galacta-Bear, as I like to call it. This is a Galactica bear. Lovely bear. And this is a 2016 bear, so the year that Galactica came out. And then we probably have my favourite bear, Wickerman bear. I just love his facial expression, it just makes me giggle so much. And we've got little Wickerman writing on the feet. And then these are my last two Alton Towers bears. So I've just got a regular Alton Towers bear and an Alton Towers bear onesie. And we also have the Alton Towers dungeon bear, which I've still yet to be in, but I seen this bear and I was like, I've literally got every other bear, so why not just get the last one to add to my collection. And I like the eyes on this one, the glitter, and the facial expression again. I just love all the facial expressions. Okay, so these are my two Themepark bears. We have a regular Themepark bear and we have a swarm bear. His hands are up, as would mine be on the swarm. I just love the swarm, it's so good. Okay, now we have my Blackpool bears, question mark. They're not really bears, but I'm counting them. So first up we have Valhalla. Now this is, I think this is so cool. It is Valhalla. Yeah. And then we have Icon. And it's got a wee sword in the back, which I've literally only just noticed. But obviously that's the Icon, like, dagger sword thing. And yeah, a wee ninja. Then we have a Drayton Manor bear and a Drayton Manor hoodie. And last but not least, we probably have my coolest bear, which is this Smiler bear that is actually a speaker. I'm trying to think of a way to showcase this. But yeah, it acts as a speaker and you can turn the volume up, turn them off even, and you can either use them as while you talk that he talks, or like as a speaker. But this is such a cool bear. Okay, so now we have my little one-off things that we have pretty much. They're just little things that I have basically. So here we have an Alton Towers like train. It says Alton Towers, Europe's premium leisure park, and there's other ones to collect. This is very old, so as you can see this is the logo they had at the time. As well as that, before going down the history route, I've got an Alton Towers book. Again, got second hand, quite old and very delicate. But it's all in black and white, and we've got some lovely information about the gardens that are obviously very, very big to Alton Towers. And there is like trains, dodgems, some like pony riding, and the cable cars used to look like this, and that is terrifying. We also have just a little roller coaster calendar that's got all different calendars. So here, this is for February, but that is the Hulk coaster and Universal. But what are we on today? April. So this is April's. I couldn't actually tell you where that is. However, it looks cool. Looks like a Schwarzkopf, maybe. Honestly, I'm not too sure. And we have the Alton Towers soundtrack, one of the best things I've ever bought, because currently due to the restrictions, even Scotland, even though the park's opening next week, in Scotland we can't go, basically, because restrictions have told us no. However, I can listen to the park at home. So I've got both discs. Most of the tracks in it are Tower Street, Wickerman Track, Galactica, Enchanted Village, Smiler, Heritage, Spinball Wizard, Scarefest, CBeebies Hotel, and Fireworks Spectacular. So they're all on this. Oh, you can see my ring light. But yeah, they're all on this. We also have, if we give it a quick dust off, got dust everywhere, Alton Towers Wickerman Snow Globe, which I'm currently holding back to front, and we can turn it on. So I'll just dim down the lights a moment. But this is just beautiful. However, the flakes in it are not great. Like, they don't last very long. So that's a bit sad. But other than that, it's a very, very lovely snow globe. We also have some trophies. Survived the dungeon. This is from Edinburgh Dungeon, not Alton Towers Dungeon. We have a 13 trophy with a 3D effect on it. Couldn't tell you the year this came out, to be honest, because it doesn't have a sticker. We also have an air trophy. Again, couldn't tell you when it came out. And a Wickerman trophy, which is the newest trophy that I've bought, because I'm going to try and collect them. Again, with a kind of 3D effect on that, which is a 2019 trophy, can tell you that one. And we have a light water valley pencil that I actually happened to get through school. I also keep the mugs that you can, if you buy the all day hot drinks pass, this is where you would get these. We've got loads of these, so you don't need to see all of them, but that's one of them. And I've also, although this is not official Alton Towers merch, I do have a drawing of Wickerman in a frame, because I love Wickerman. And yeah. Also for school, I have a Wickerman bag, because I love Wickerman again. So we have a Walt Disney pass and a Walt Disney dining card, and although it's not really theme park related, a NASA pass, the Kennedy NASA, whatever it's called, can't really think right now. And I have loads of clothing merch, but that's probably better for another video. But yeah, that's like all of my merch I have right now, so that's what a 27-minute video all on merch, and that's not even talking for a whole minute about each one. So yeah, it's a bit of a big collection, but hopefully it keeps on growing. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and comment down below what your favourite piece of merch was, what parks, your favourite park, and if you have any merch that's your favourite. Please remember to subscribe, like, and yeah, bye!